Welcome back, traders, to another installment of How to Trade Gold. Today is Tuesday, and we are going to be picking up from where we left off yesterday in regards to the trade that I placed, if I'm still in that trade right now, or if I've jumped out, and where I think market is going to go either later on today, covering tomorrow, definitely, right? And we'll just take it from there. We're just going to run with it and we're just going to see where we end up, right? So just to recap on yesterday, everything that took place, as well as everything that took place today, this is how it kind of went, right? So yesterday, if you watch the previous video to this one, okay, I took a trade, right? So I took 3 trades yesterday, right? The first one I did in the morning and I got it around this area over here, okay? I wasn't in profit for very long until market basically shot all the way up, and I covered that based on the article that came out of Trump. Trump and his advisors had a couple things they wanted to do, tariffs for every single nation. All the stuff is in the previous video, so just go back and watch that one anyways, right? So basically, due to that news coming out, market basically spiked up, and my stop loss for that particular trade was a little lower than it should have been, right? So essentially what happened was I was taken out. Now I was relatively still strong in my conviction that market was going to go down. So as soon as I saw this candle over here appear, the falling star or a doji, right? It's kind of, I'm not really sure if I'm calling it by the correct name. Either way, I saw that appear, so I jumped in straight away with another sell, and I read it all the way down where I basically had my TP at around this level, because I had these areas, so these levels over here, pre-marked as a location of where market could revisit. Okay, so the first one was definitely you could get there. This was greed kicking in terms of this is what I would like, okay, and this is where it was like you're just overdoing it in terms of you're really trying to go for the whole pot here. So I went for the middle one, had my TP at the middle, and market went there. TP was hit, fantastic. That's the concept of this channel, TP success. So we had a TP success, which was great, right? Then after that, when that TP was triggered, I did not notice that my trade, I was out of a trade. So I was doing random stuff, whatever it is that I was doing in the day, I was handling that. So when I returned to have a look to see what was going on in the market, we was around here somewhere. Okay, so already identifying this area, which I had identified a couple days ago, you just have to check the last 3 videos, okay, on gold. You will notice that I mentioned this area consistently about price coming into it, right? So I could see that that's taking place. So what I did was I jumped in with a buy. So I jumped in with a buy over here, and that buy location is 26, 33, 66. What a number. Like, look at that, 26, 33, 66. If you're big on numerology or things like that, these numbers, trust me, they're interesting stuff. But I'll leave that to you anyways. So the next thing that I did was, as price began to push up, okay, I moved my stop, which was at this level over here, all the way up here. So this is where I'm at right now. So this is where my TP, or my trailing stop is at. This is my entry, and my trailing stop is currently sitting around about 2641.73. So whatever happens today, I'm going to be profitable. Okay, whatever happens, I'm going to be profitable. At one stage I had a lot of profit, which was when market came all the way up to this resistance level. Okay, and this resistance level goes back a fair bit. So there it is. It starts from here, it went all the way through. We have 3 taps into that zone. Okay, so we have tap number 1, tap number 2, and tap number 3, and right now it's over here somewhere. Okay, so I could have taken TP at that level, but obviously I did not set my TP at that level, because in my mind I'm expecting to go a little bit higher. I had factored in that there was a high probability, according to me, that weekly high, this level over here, was going to be taken out. It kind of went near it, but it didn't take it out, and now it's back where it is. And let's just see what it does. Let's see what it does. At this point, I am risk-free trading. There is no stress on my head at all. This is what I like, when everything is going according to plan. So now that I've explained why I did what I did, okay, I'm going to get rid of these levels, right? If we need to, we'll come back to it again. And we are going to focus on, let's have a look. We are going to focus on the daily high and the daily low of yesterday, right? That's important. I was going to say something else, but I think that one is going to be a little bit more useful to you guys than what I was about to say, which I may come back to. We just see how it goes, right? So yesterday's video, I was talking about things that's going to give me the vibes that I need to have to hold the positions that I'm in right now, okay? And the first was, I wanted to see the daily high of yesterday, Monday, or the daily low of yesterday to be taken out, which would then give me the confidence as to what side of the coin I need to be in. And also, this little trick that I'm talking about right now is very useful if you are a scalper. The only reason why I don't use it is that I still have a job, right? So I can't be on the charts every single day looking at this. I can only look at it periodically at certain times in a day. Hence why I try to take the semi-long-term view of what market is doing and how it's basically doing it. That's the only way I can trade if I am to maintain the 9 to 5 that I currently have. Any other way is just not going to work, right? But however, this is a useful trick if you're a scalper, right? So if you're someone that has time to be behind the screen every single day, essentially you want to use the previous days and the previous lows to make decisions as to what side of the coin you need to be on, and you can collect really nice, simple, easy pips and points. Really, really, really simple, right? Sometimes you may get it wrong, but it's fairly effective, right, for you to do that. So with that rant out the way, these are the levels that I was looking for to be taken out today. And what happened today was we had the high taken out. So the high of 2649.70 was taken out today. So then that gave me the confidence to say, listen, you can stay in your long position because chances are market is still going to go up, which it is. It's still going up, right? We can see it right here. Market is still going up, right? It's come down a little, but it looks like it wants to push up. It may push up some more. So market has taken out the daily high of Monday, okay, and right now it's sitting above it. So it took it out, it came under it, and now it's above it. So in my mind, I think it's going to go up and it's going to blast past this resistance level right here. And that resistance level, we can just say it's the weekly high of last week, which is 2665.31. This number right here, let me move it up here, okay? This is more or less a zone. We're just going to target the top side of that particular zone for now, right? So this is where I think market is going to go. I think it's going to go straight past it. Now, at the end of today, okay, at the end of today, we're going to have two new levels, right? So chances are either this level up here is the new weekly high for this week, and down here is the new weekly low for this week, or this is the weekly low and this hasn't been priced in yet. So the weekly high could be up here or even higher, right? But we don't know any of these things right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, you know what, we're just going to use daily high of yesterday, the daily high of today and the daily low of today to kind of help us figure out what we need to be doing. So I'm going to set them in place. I am not going to assign labels to it because I don't. Actually, as a matter of fact, I've got the labels here anyway. So let me just add it. Right. So these are the levels of interest to us for tomorrow. Right. Now, if the high is taken out, then obviously we are expecting it to push up higher, because what does it actually mean for us? It means the previous week's high was taken out, and depending on how this push to the upside is presented to us. So if it's a straight parabolic push straight through that resistance level, okay, to the upside, then we can expect it to be going up a little bit more and for a little bit longer, right? So now that we've gotten the analysis out of the way, let's just see if there's any fundamental data that's going to support that probability taking place tomorrow. And for that, we're just going to bring on the economic calendar. So tomorrow, the 8th of Jan, we have the FOMC meeting taking place, right? Now, this is what the FOMC meeting is all about, so feel free to pause it and go through all of that, right? And these are the forecasts that we've been having over the last few months, just to give us an idea as to how accurate it is between forecast and actual. And the only time there was a bit of a difference was in September. Most of the time, actual and forecast turn out to be the same. So we want to fact there is a higher probability that whatever they're going to be saying is what has been forecast. Now, the issue that we got right now, okay, this is the bit that gets me all the time. They haven't told us anything. They haven't told us what the prior information was, unless if you do all of that, which is basically you're just looking at this stuff, right? So we don't really know what's going to happen, but we do know that once these guys are talking at 7 o'clock in the evening, we can expect market to jump around, and for that we're going to need to be careful. But because we are expected from 7 p.m. GMT market to be jumping around, we now need to factor in what is the probability that is going to take out this high or take out this low or do both. Because FOMC meetings, that can happen. So if you're in a trade, right, and you are profitable in your trade, you may want to consider, bearing in mind, I'm not giving you financial advice, I'm not telling you what to do, it's just what I've observed over all the time that I spent trading, is that you may want to consider possibly jumping out, especially if you're profitable. If you're in a red and your red is looking insane, okay, it may work out, it may not work out. That one I'm going to leave for you, right? So if you're profitable, I would say get out before FOMC kicks in, because you don't want to get wiped out, or bare minimum bring in a trading stop with a guaranteed stop, right? If you have that feature with your broker, right? Now, if you are in a loss, you're going to need to decide if you want to try to hold on to it, because bottom line is it could be made a lot worse just for the fact that it goes against you, right? Just because it's going up now, it doesn't mean it's going to keep going up, right? So reason why I say that is this level, market has hammered it 3 times, right? But however, it has not given way. Maybe the third time will be the charm, or maybe it's not even going to do that for now. It wants to come all the way down here somewhere, okay? Because remember, I marked this area out as a channel. Right now it looks like an ascending flag, so from where it is right now, it makes sense that it might want to come down because of the position that I'm in. I'm hoping it's going to go up, but it could come down. If you are holding a position and you are in a red, you might want to consider maybe licking your wounds and coming back to fight another day. But I will leave that to you, because I'm not going to tell you what to do, just in case you do come out and it blasts off and you're like, yeah, that guy, TP Success, he told me to do it. I'm only saying to do that if you're profitable and you don't want to take the chance. But however, I leave that to you, right? So these are the moves that I'm expecting for tomorrow, right? And I don't know if I'm going to jump out of my trade or if I'm going to stay in my trade, but I literally got a whole day tomorrow up until 6 in the evening where I'll decide if it's worth me being in or if I need to get out, right? And on that note, I'll say this: if you have found the content that I have shared with you useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification, and drop us a like. And with that all said and done, I will see you all on the next one.